So welcome back to another Sunday live stream. Trace Trades. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click the link in the description so you can join live and with everyone else. The live streams are completely open to everyone. You do not have to be a member, so make sure you check that out in the description. So to get started with the weekly watch list, first thing we have is JPM. This is actually a repeat from last week, and as you can see, we broke this little consolidation area we had at the bottom of our channel. So now that we broke it, it lets the rest of the range of the channel here, it makes it a lot easier to reach, especially because we have a gap all the way to like 157. So this is definitely on watch for this next week. We also have Copen on the list. There's actually two ways I think that you could draw this. You could draw it with the resistance line up here at like 1180-ish, or you could draw this upper trend line down here. Either way, what we're seeing is some nice consolidation under resistance, whether you're treating it as the 1180 line or this upper trend line. Some nice consolidation as we hold the MAs and move higher and higher up. So I would definitely be watching for a breakout on this name. Lift is also on the list. This is more of a dip buy though, because we're nearing the bottom of this range. We also have the 50 SMA, which is this green line coming in. We were able to wick that and come back up, which is pretty strong. So I'm expecting we see a nice move towards the upper ends of the range, reclaim some of these MAs, and then if we get enough momentum, we might actually break this upper line here around 66. Next we have Netflix. Netflix just has this nice little break into this test of what would be either your first or second price target, depending on how you're playing it. So we seem to be pushing up against this little level around like 557. So on the break of this, we should be able to access these upper levels at around 566. So that's like a 10-point move that we can sort of play off of here. It might need some extra time because the MAs are lagging a bit. So expect some consolidation, maybe below the line or above the line. So we're definitely going to want to buy time with this one. Next we have QCOM. QCOM has this nice little consolidation. It might be easier to see on the 2-hour. This nice little consolidation here. And we also got back above the 50 SMA on the daily. Again, this green line. So as it sort of breaks away from this consolidation range, that's when we can sort of start to take longs, up to this, here, I'll extend this, up to this like 146 level up here. Run is also on the list. Really just looking for a nice little bounce here off this lower range. Volume has been slowly declining, but it has been declining, and as we like sell off, so expecting a nice little bounce here. If not, we have a lower level down here that we could try to play off of as well. Next we have Tesla. Tesla, again, I'm going to flip on the 2-hour real quick. Nice little consolidation range right here. And then if we go back to the daily, you can see that if we break this range, we have a very good chance of testing this 714 level up here, which also lines up with the 50 SMA. So again, if we get enough volume, if we get enough momentum to push us through that, that should give us an even greater move up to the 770s, I would say. And then last on the list would be Uber. Uber, just this very nice daily consolidation. But what's noteworthy about Uber is this sort of slowed momentum towards the upper range here. We didn't reject off of it very hard, and it's holding this higher high. So that should indicate to us that it's pretty likely that we break this upper trend line. And if not, we always have this lower trend line to play off of as well. As far as broad market goes, if we pull up the SPY, I'm still going to leave this channel here even though we broke it. What this means to me is that we should definitely see some slowing in the momentum that we've been sort of getting in broad market. I definitely want to have a little pullback to the upper end of this trend line. So if we start to pull back, maybe consolidate around the 410s, and then if we fall back into the channel, I'm targeting like 403 and then below this gap of 400. But we'll see how that goes. Again, really just expecting slowed momentum here on SPY. Then if we go to the Qs, unlike SPY, the Qs had a much sharper dip, so we're just now getting back to all-time highs. So I would definitely look for a momentum trade through this all-time high area. Or you could play off of this most recent high here around 332 for more shorter term trades. And then we have our broader levels of 326 and 312 below to watch out for as we sort of progress through the week. So that's all I really had for the weekly watch list and some broad market thoughts. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, we're going to switch over to the Q&A part of the stream now. So if you want to join that for the next week, make sure you click the link in the description and join the server.